Hey guys, I'm back. So, this week has been hard. Not busy hard, not convenience hard. The kind of hard that changes how you breathe. And I want to say this clearly at the start. If you're hurting, if you belong here, if you're exhausted and you don't know why, you belong here. If you're feeling misunderstood inside your own home, you belong here. Grief can make you feel like you're speaking a language that no one understands. And this space is for the real truth, not polished, not performative, but real. Because I'm real, right? This really happened. This week, my head and my heart have been at war again. My head, it wants logic. My heart, it wants my son. My head, it wants answers. My heart wants my arms around him. My head keeps analyzing every single thing. My heart keeps aching. And when those two things are fighting, everything else in life feels louder. Tones feel sharper. Silence feels heavier. Misunderstandings land harder. Because you're already fighting something inside of you, something that's invisible inside of your body. This 1-year mark that I just finished, it doesn't bring closure. It brings re-entry. It brings memories back to your nervous system. It brings anniversaries that your body remembers before your brain does. It brings a strange combination of I survived, but at the same time, how is this even real? And some days it feels like you're still waiting at the door, waiting for them to come back home. Not because you don't understand reality, because love doesn't shut off on a calendar date. So I need to say something clearly about the restless nights because I never sleep. It's not that I'm lying awake, afraid of what might happen next. I don't do that. It's not about the future. It's all about the past. Every bit of it. My mind is not scanning forward. I wished it would. It's replaying backwards. When I lie down, the day he disappeared from me, when I could reach his hug, hear his smile, laugh, it's vivid, right? It's clear. It's scenes that I cannot cut off. It is conversations that we had. It is details. It is moments. It is all those things. My brain starts searching, not for comfort, because there's no comfort in this. It's searching for pieces. Like it's trying to solve a puzzle that never gave me all the parts. Like, what did I miss? Was there a sign? Did I not press hard enough? Did I trust too easily? Was there something sitting right in front of me that I didn't see? And underneath all of this, underneath all those accusations, I hear this echo in me. You failed. You screwed up. You should have known. You're his mom. You should have pushed harder. You should have seen it coming. All that stuff. That's what keeps me awake at night. It isn't rebellion. It isn't bad habits. It isn't bad behaviors. It's a mother's brain trying to undo the unthinkable. It's my mind believing if I could just find this one missing piece, I can make sense. I can make this make sense. But grief doesn't always hand you the missing pieces. Sometimes there isn't one hidden detail that would have changed everything. Sometimes tragedy is not a math equation I wished I could solve. So I lay there, exhausted, like a child with a bedtime I just cannot follow, knowing that my body, it needs sleep. I want to sleep. I want to go to bed. But I'm also trapped inside of a loop inside of myself, interrogating myself, asking all these questions. And when that exhaustion gets misunderstood, it's treated like irresponsibility or moodiness or overreacting. And it hurts deeper. Because the real battle is the invisible battle. I'm not fighting tomorrow. I am fighting yesterday and the day before, back to that day. And here is what I am learning slowly. Loving parents can still experience tragedy. A devoted parent can still be blindsided. A vigilant parent can still miss something, not because they didn't love enough, but because we're human. So Proverbs says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, because my understanding is exhausted. If I stay under the interrogation light of my own mind, I'm going to collapse. So Knight's faith looks like this. God, I can't solve this. If there was something hidden, you saw it. If there was something I missed, you knew it. And I cannot carry both grief and be God at the same time. If your nights are filled with replays instead of rest, if your mind keeps dissecting that day, you're accusing yourself in the dark. You're not crazy. You're grieving. You're a parent. And your brain is trying to rewrite a story it cannot change, no matter what. That doesn't make you guilty. It makes you human. That's the hard part. Now, I want to speak honestly about marriage under grief. Two people can love the same child and grieve completely different. They can love differently. And sometimes one person is actively trying to process, trying to make sense, seeking tools, setting boundaries, learning a new language. And the other person copes differently. Maybe it's by avoiding. Maybe it's by shutting down. Maybe it's by never bringing them up. Maybe it's by just not mentioning their name. Maybe it's by pushing forward like nothing ever happened. Maybe it's like resisting help. That doesn't automatically make someone a villain, but it can create an imbalance. It's very hard when you feel like you are the only one trying to steady the ship, when you are trying to lower the conflict, trying to name the season, trying to protect the atmosphere, trying to grow. It feels like you are rowing in a boat alone and spinning in a circle, and that is exhaustion. It is painful to be trying hard in a marriage and not feel that the effort is mirrored. It creates loneliness in a relationship, not because love is gone, because grief magnifies the distance. One wants to talk, the other wants to avoid. One wants counseling, the other wants to resist. One wants to just adjust to patterns. Then the other one just wants things to go back to normal. There is no normal. And when sleep is broken, the emotions are raw. The anniversary weeks hit. Small moments become big moments. Tones feel personal. Silence feels rejecting. Requests feel like criticism. And sometimes, when the spouse is trying harder and feels like they're carrying both grief and the repair work, that's heavy. That is real heavy. So I cannot force someone to grieve the way that I grieve. I'm his mom, right? He came from me. He was my child. I cannot force someone else to heal on my timeline. I cannot carry both my nervous systems and anyone else's. I can only steward my response. And sometimes that means protecting the atmosphere even when it feels one-sided. That is not weakness. That's leadership under pressure. And if your spouse is trying harder, you're not crazy. You're not traumatic. You're acting like you're both carrying grief under the emotional labor. Seek support. Try to. Even if your spouse won't go, you still can go, right? You could still go. Because this is exhausting. It really is. It rewires everything in you. And a grieving mind doesn't miss. It investigates. It replays. It dissects every single detail. It cuts open yesterday again and again and again, looking for a seam. Your head becomes a courtroom. You are the prosecutor. You are the judge. You are the defendant. You are the jury. You are every question, every moment. Was there a sign? Was there a detail? Did I miss something? Did I fail? And your heart is in the corner whispering, I don't want a verdict. I don't want a verdict. I just want my child. That's war. My head wants prevention, and my heart wants his presence, wants Kody. My head wants control, but my heart wants connection. And when you don't sleep, that courtroom, it gets louder. When tensions rise, the courtroom gets louder, and there's nothing that you can do about it. When anniversaries approach, the courtroom gets louder. Psalms 34 says, the Lord is close to the brokenhearted. Lord, he must be really close to me. You must be really close to me because I am so broken. So if this week feels heavier than you expected, especially around anniversaries, we're not failing. We're remembering. We're remembering a great love that we still hold dear. This week is heavier. Here are some steady anchors. I'm trying these. Name the war. My head and my heart are fighting today. That's an issue. Name the sleep reality. This is a replay. This is grief, not irresponsibility. This hurts. This is me. Lower conflicts during heavy weeks. No big talks late at night. Pause when you get activated. Don't try to solve the world at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and you're both exhausted. Just shut down. I have to. If you feel like you're rowing a boat alone, seek help. Go to therapy, grief groups, safe communities, celebrate recoveries, whatever kind of support you need, find a friend. Do what I'm doing. Talk to crazy people like me on the internet and listen to comments because you'll help. Reduce your load. 1 priority per day, not 10. That one I have a problem with because I got so much stuff going on. Keep 1 small spiritual anchor. Keep 1 verse. My son had 3 he read every day. Every day. 1 honest sentence. Even if this is all you can say. Lord, hold me. Hold me. Grief is heavy, y'all. We're not meant to carry the grief without support. We're not meant to do this alone. We can't. And that's why I'm here. So here is where I stand tonight. My head is still searching. My heart is still missing. My marriage is still a work in progress. My sleep is so interrupted by replays. My faith is still holding on. And if your house feels fragile, if your marriage feels uneven, if your nights are filled with questions, you're not failing. I'm not failing. You're grieving. I'm grieving. And if all you did today was just survive, that counts too. That counts. So God, please guard our homes. Guard our marriages. Guard our spouses when we feel alone. Guard the spouse who doesn't know how to try just yet. Calm our minds at night. Teach our body what safety feels like again. Hold every parent still that is waiting by the door for their child to come back walking through it. Amen. If any of this has helped you feel seen, stay connected. Like this video so it can reach other parents quietly fighting this war. Share it with someone who needs language for what they're carrying. Subscribe so you don't miss next week. And because my son loves Batman, my Kody, same bat time, same bat channel. Bye, guys. Thanks for tuning in.